My name's Summer and welcome to my crib.
We can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Since moving in, we've had a ton of requests for a house tour, and because it's unfinished and we have so much more to go, it's kind of boring. So I figured I'd throw in a ton of before pictures, a ton of my inspiration pictures, and just give you an overall feel of what we're going for.
It is the first container that we ever put on a foundation on this property, and this will be turned into a shop, work, pole barn type area. So that'll be later after the house. I'll show you inspo pics throughout this whole journey. We don't have a whole lot of flat land on our property, so the flat land that we do have, we are going to try to utilize to be able to farm and just live sustainably and grow our own produce as our main goal. We also want to have animals, so that's kind of where this will probably end. We're right next to the house over here, which is kind of a little bit of a mess because we're working on our solar setup right now, but on this side of the house, we want to have a carport area and something that's attached to the house that's a garage for whenever this ends up being a mother-in-law suite, so people can have their cars protected from, storms and things like that. But remember, we're going to have a separate house on the other lot, so this isn't long.
I just found this clip while editing, and this was back when we were still trying to figure out the placement of the house, so how cool.
So for the front of our house, we have tons of ideas and they're constantly changing. We're first going to paint the house into just kind of a homey farmhouse feel, and eventually, whenever our sawmill is up and running, we'll be able to give it a log cabin feel, and we're going to completely side it with a log cabin type styling. So that's the plans for the front of the house. We also want to have a complete wraparound porch around the whole thing, and possibly a grill out here. One of the design flaws is we wish that we would have made the other side of the house the front and this side of the house the back, because we utilize this side more, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. But yeah, we want to have a nice big patio out here, maybe some porch swings and things like that. And if you want to know what color I'm going to paint it, it's going to be blue. So let's go inside. I know everybody's favorite part is the kitchen, so let's start there first. And that brings us to today. Maya.
You just have a lot to say today.
She does. She's very sassy. That brings us to today's sponsorship, which is Alpha S. I'm going to let Cody tell you about this awesome product.
Alpha S is a 1,000-watt power bank system. It's got a 1,000-watt inverter and then a 1,036-watt-hour battery pack in it. Lithium, and they last a good long time. What's nice about the Alpha S is you can run 3 different AC outlets up to 1,000 watts at once. And then it also has Type-C and USB outlets, car outlet, and then a solar panel or power adapter input to be able to recharge it. Also, it has wireless charging capabilities on the top of it. So if you just press the info button twice, it'll turn on the wireless charger and your phone will start charging. So it's great for whenever you forget a power cord or your watch charger for people with wireless watches and stuff like that. Good for keeping all that stuff charged. So right now what we like to use the Alpha S for is it actually runs our refrigerator through the nighttime. So we're constantly working on our solar setup, and occasionally we won't get enough sunlight throughout the day to be able to keep our house batteries charged enough and power everything through the night. So to keep from pulling too much power off our house batteries, the Alpha S has been a great crutch basically to be able to get our solar system through the night. So right before we go to bed, we just plug the refrigerator into the Alpha S, turn on the AC outlets, and then it keeps the refrigerator running throughout the night so we don't have to worry about ice melting or anything like that. To find out more information about the Alpha S or to purchase one, make sure you check out the links and codes in our description below.
This is our kitchen, which, as you can tell, a lot has changed. We have the deal of a lifetime. We got these St. Charles vintage all metal cabinets. And I'm going to do an entire video on them, so I'm not going to show you all a whole bunch, but this is one of the cool, they're old, so, they have little kinks. I'm not going to tell you all a whole lot about them in this video because we're going to do an entire video on our cabinets, but yeah, as you can see, a lot has changed. I'm very excited about them. They have a lot of really cool features, and I'm ready to show you all those. But I have a lot of ideas for this kitchen in terms of, I think we're going to do butcher block cabinets, the same color type of green that we did for our bathroom cabinet, as well as some sort of hood vent. We wanted to do a drop down, but I don't think we're
Green? I'm pretty sure it was blue.
It's like a seafoam greenish blue, mauvey blue.
Okay.
Well, here, I have a paint jar right here. This color for our cabinets.
That's blue.
Okay, blue, whatever. Anyways, butcher block, we had to change a few things, no big deal, but we're still going to do a pot filler. And then I want some sort of like microwave built into the cabinets, so Cody's gonna make that work for me. We really don't have to build a pantry anymore, and I'll be able to tell y'all why next week, but I kind of want to do some sort of like coffee bar over here. We don't really have a whole lot of kitchen space to work with, but until we build in a dog door and do like a sunroom, I think I want to put like a coffee bar over here because we really love coffee and I want clean counters. So for our living room, a lot has changed. As you can see, we don't have a work table anymore. Our couches are in the middle. There's so much more room. We don't have a fireplace. If we haven't said already, we remove our fireplace in the summer because there's really no need for it. We're able to plug the hole and then we have a ton more space in here. For the fireplace area, I think I want to stone this whole wall because definitely the drywall, even though it is type X and it is fire rated, it does get pretty hot. So I think we're going to stone this whole wall. I want to do brick, maybe a light brick. I don't know, I haven't decided. And that's kind of what we're going to do over here. We did break our fireplace, so she might need new legs or we might just splurge and get a new one, but we're
definitely getting a new one. After I started looking at how cool some of the newer ones are, we're getting a new one.
I really want to shiplap this wall. I really do. We have plugs for a TV on both walls depending on what we want to do. But
we also put blocking in the wall right there to be able to put a mantle right there above the fireplace, so we'd be able to have fireplace mantle and then TV above it if we wanted to.
Yes. So I think I really want to do a shiplap wall or maybe some sort of like colored wall or wallpaper wall. I don't know. I want to make
accent wall.
Yeah, accent wall. I just want to make this one really fun. A lot of people have asked what we're going to do for flooring. In our house in Texas, we had tile that looked exactly like wood, and I loved it because we have a ton of dogs, and the dog hair, you really didn't see the whole lot, and it was just great. We liked it, the dogs liked it because it stayed cool. So I think that's what we're going to do throughout the whole entire house, and that will alleviate us having to bring out brick from the wall to the middle of the floor.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to have a hearth for the fireplace to sit on because ceramic tile can equal as it.
For this little corner, there's not a whole lot that we can do here. I think I want to put maybe just a tiny little shelf, maybe just like a coat, little rack thing. Not a whole lot going on, just somewhere we can throw our keys. And for this wall, I want to just keep it pretty simple. I love the open windows, but I think I'm still going to put curtains up. Yes, we live in the woods, but we do have crazy neighbors, so I think privacy is key. So we probably will end up putting some sort of curtains. So as you can see, we have pocket doors. Love them. They're not framed yet, and they will have locks, but we'll get there. And this is our bedroom. A lot has changed since we moved in. I want to do so much to this room. First and foremost, we don't have a ton of... Hi, buddy. We don't have a ton of storage, so there is a bed frame on Amazon that I really want to buy, but I'm super cheap. It's like 200 bucks, but still, I'm super cheap, so I haven't bought it yet. But that will help a lot of our storage issue. I'll be able to put a lot of this under there and then alleviate a lot of this for other storage. But this is what we got going on for our closet. Cody made this very sturdy so I can step up and grab the things that I need because I'm super short. And the doors for our closet are right here. There's lots of things that I want to do to this room. Cody really wants carpet. We probably will do carpet for a little bit, but we are still gonna do the tile underneath. And then I really want to put a big area rug because I've never had that, so I want to splurge and do one of those. Like I said, I want a bed with storage and try to get some different kind of nightstands to, I don't know, aesthetically please the place up a little bit. We're going to do kind of the same color walls in our old house, which is a very, very, very muted gray, just to keep it very bright. And I'm going to do some sort of light curtains because I really like open, bright windows. This area over here, we can't really do a whole lot just because of the electrical panel. So we're going to put a removable desk that's super easy. You literally can just pop it up and move it. So that way I have some sort of little work area. That way I can pop my computer up there, type, have a little chair that I can pop underneath and get work done, because finding other places to work in this house, like sitting on the bed, really hurts my back. So having just a dedicated space is gonna be great. But yeah, that's what I plan to do in this room. Let's go to the bathroom. 2 ways to get to the bathroom. Through this pocket door, but we're gonna go through the other. So there's a whole lot going on here since we moved in because we really haven't tackled this room a whole lot. I have a ton of inspiration pics. We have a stacked washer and dryer because this is a bathroom laundry room combo. This is a tiny house. We don't have a whole lot of room, so we're trying to make space where we can. This is our little water heater. It's going to be completely enclosed in a cabinet, so you're not going to be able to see it. Cabinet up here, and then a small shelf, and all of our blankets and towels and things like that will go in the cabinet. I will be getting rid of a lot. I will be downsizing a lot. I really need to downsize, especially on the blankets. So family and friends, you're going to be getting a lot of them.
We have enough blankets for a football team, easily.
This is our bathroom. We're going to end up having a wall right here to kind of separate the space. Not a door, but a wall to just kind of separate the space.
It'll basically just go to the end of the washer and dryer right there and go up to just kind of separate from where the sink is and where the washer is.
Yeah. As you can see, we have a bathroom, TV. This was Cody's request. And then, I mean, this room is kind of self-explanatory. Please excuse the welded toilet. He was welding this window, forgot the toilet was here, and now it has just been
Weld splatter.
destroyed. So we're going to replace that, but you know, priorities. It still works. It's still a working toilet, so we'll get to it. I already refabbed this Restore countertop, but kind of my idea for this room is I would love to do some sort of like aesthetically pleasing tile, more like mosaic tile in here. Cody's not a fan, but we'll see if I can convince him. And we're gonna definitely change out this shower curtain, make it more
I like my shower curtain.
I know you do. I know you do, baby. But we're gonna change it out, give it a little bit more of an aesthetically pleasing feel. A lot of people wanted to see the shower. She might be a little dirty, but whatever. I wanted to go with this shower specifically because it had the detail of what tile looks like without having the tile. This was just more convenient for us. I love it. It's cute. And it's honestly the highest quality tub we've ever owned. It's super spacious, so I'm not complaining.
It's definitely the biggest tub that I've ever used,
Oh,
like
sure.
besides a hotel.
And here's Rocky's gorilla head that he's still obsessed with. Yep, and he got it. But yeah, that's my idea for this room. I want it to be kind of, I actually really don't know. I'm gonna look at inspiration pics and they're gonna be in this video. So you're gonna know the same time that I know. In terms of our backyard, there's not really a whole lot we're gonna do back here other than fence it in for the dogs. Our dogs aren't runners per se, but they really need to get a feel for the land before we're gonna be comfortable just letting them off the leash. So we're gonna make sure that we do fence in a yard for them so they do have a spot to run around and play. We want, now that we have the lagoon and septic done, we're going to throw a whole bunch of grass seed down, really grow it up, and just give them kind of their own little oasis out there. We don't really spend a whole lot of time out in this area, mostly in the front of the property. So yeah, this will be mostly for our dogs and then them just having their own little area to hang around. So
And since I have the sawmill, I'm totally going dog park style, so I'm gonna put like obstacles and jumps and stuff for them back there too.
Yeah. So for the sawmill area, I'm gonna let Cody take this one over. Let him tell you what he wants to do with the sawmill area.
So this is my sawmill. So what I want to do for here is basically just build a basic little shed over it. I'll probably do about 8 or 9 foot ceilings and then just a pitched roof on both sides. Just enough to cover the sawmill, and I'll probably go out this way 2 to 3 times the width of the sawmill. That way I can also have an area to be able to dry the wood at and possibly build a kiln or solar kiln in the future.
We want to kind of clean this area up a little bit, maybe put in a little dock, a fountain. We're going to be doing that here pretty soon just to filter the water. We're not going to do too much in terms of chemicals and killing algae and things like that because this is our filtered drinking water, but we would love to be able to swim in it, so we are going to clean up this area. We ended up putting in a drain at the beginning of the property so that way we could drain it out and clean it out each summer if we wanted to. And yeah, that's going to be kind of our main little hangout area. We're going to clean it up a bit, and yeah, that's what we're going to do with this area. And we're definitely not going down here because the bugs are atrocious in the middle of the woods, and I'm not trying to have 1,000,001 ticks on me. But our main ideas for down there are Cody really wants to put a bar, so I'll put some inspo pics. I finally found a good picture of the swing that I want to build, so we're going to do that. Possibly a zip line. Part of our property is really hard to get to without
I'm sorry, a zipline kit is $200 on Amazon. It's not a possibility. It's gonna happen.
I know. But part of our property is kind of hard to get to, so we need to figure out how we're gonna get a tractor to it, but it is usable land, so there's endless possibilities. Plus we love to hunt, so yeah, there you go. Also, Cody has been buying trees. I know you can't really tell over there, but trees and other types of plants left and right. This is going to be like a fruit forest.
Pretty sure it's called an orchard.
Oh, well, you know, same difference. Number one question, are we going to enclose it and insulate it? Yes, we are. Watch our water filtration video and it talks about all of that. So much has changed over the past couple days. Moving in, we've been able to do a lot of different things and just really kind of make it homey as best as we can with everything being unfinished.
The cabinets are making a world of difference.
Dude, it's insane. I made dinner last night and like I wasn't stressed out. It was crazy. And a lot of this has to do with my parents are coming into town, so we really want to kind of like spruce it up and give them an idea of what the end result's going to be like. So thank you, Alpha S, again for sponsoring today's video. And
yeah, it's been a super help in keeping our food cold throughout the night and also not killing our solar batteries. So.
Yes, for sure. And we will catch it in the next one, which will be all about these awesome cabinets because we got them for literally a steal.
Steal.
Not really a steal, a deal. We didn't steal them, a deal. I just want to make that clear because people make assumptions. It was a deal. It was a deal. We got them for a deal.
That we only give